Hi everyone, today we're going to take a look at a Bluetooth speaker dongle from CDR King. Now this product is something I've been asked to review before by people on my channel. Although this one came from CDR King, you can find similar ones all over the world on eBay, Amazon, etc. And they're all around the same price of roughly $10. This one cost me 480 peso in the Philippines. Now this will convert any pair of headphones or stereo system into a Bluetooth receiver, which means you can stream music to it from your cell phone or your laptop or your tablet, any device that supports Bluetooth. That's great because, for example, I have a big stereo system, but I very rarely use it because I have to plug it into my cell phone and then leave my phone there next to the stereo. But using this, I can add Bluetooth support to my stereo and just stream wirelessly, so I can still walk around my home and do different things while listening to my music on the big stereo. Now before I go into any more details, let me plug a set of speakers into this just so you can actually see exactly how it works, because I might not have explained it clearly enough. So here's the speakers and here's the 3.5mm jack. Now this would usually just plug into my cell phone and then I can start playing music and it comes out of the speakers. But let's say I don't want to be tethered to this. I want to be able to walk around freely, especially if it's a bigger stereo system, which is more likely. Well, using this Bluetooth receiver, I can just plug this in here. Then I'll turn on my Bluetooth, connect to the device. So you can see it shows up as BYL918. Connecting. Normally it connects a lot faster. Okay, there we go. Now let's go back to our music. And now it's coming out of the speakers. It is a little bit quieter than when I had it plugged in directly to the phone, but it's working, and I can always just turn up the volume anyway. So let me just pause the music so we can talk about what's happening here. So normally it would plug into my cell phone, but instead it's plugged into the Bluetooth receiver, and now it's completely wireless. I can walk around, I can go to another room, well, within reason anyway. They say it has a distance of up to 12 to 15 meters. I've only tested it around 5 or 7 meters and I had no problems at all. And to be honest, there are so many cheap Bluetooth devices out there that absolutely suck, but to be fair, this one does have a good signal, good reception distance. Now they also say the battery lasts up to 6 to 8 hours. I plugged this into a stereo system, the line in, and it only lasted around 3.5 hours. So I think this is probably telling porcupines. I don't think you can really get 6 to 8 hours out of this. But, you know, I still think 3.5 hours is okay. And for most people, like I said, if you're using it with a stereo system, you're probably going to keep it plugged in permanently anyway. So battery life isn't a huge concern. I also mentioned earlier that you can use it with headphones, so let's unplug the speakers and plug our headphones in instead. I'll have to hold the headphones up to the microphone so you can hear it, because obviously it's very quiet. Okay, so I'm not sure if you've managed to hear that, but it does work okay with headphones, but there is one caveat, and this isn't a problem just with headphones, it's also a problem with my stereo. This adapter here absolutely sucks. It's very unreliable. You always have to kind of wiggle the cables, and if you're using a connector like this, which has more poles than this one, then what you have to do is basically plug it in like halfway, or just plug it in all the way and then just pull it out just a fraction, and then you get it just right. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. This adapter is very unreliable. I'm going to go to the hardware shop and see if I can find something better. I actually went back to CDR King and tried another one to see if this was faulty, but they all had the same problem. Even on these speakers here, which have the, you know, pretty much identical connector to the Bluetooth one, I still have problems where I have to kind of wiggle it around sometimes. So it's not completely perfect, but you know, I think it's okay. It's good enough. I find that once you get it in the right spot, it does kind of hold there, so I don't have to mess around with it too much. But if you're using headphones, you would definitely want to replace this, because when you're walking around and stuff, you're probably going to wobble it, and it would get really annoying if it kept cutting in and out. So ideally what you want to do is find a adapter which can actually connect these two together properly. So although that was quite a short review, I hope it does help some people. It's a pretty good little device. It does pretty much what it says on the box. The battery doesn't last as long as they say, and this little adapter isn't perfect, but if you can find a replacement for this, I think it would be, you know, a really good buy. For me, this is still perfect because I plan to use it with a stereo system. I'll just get the wire set up just right, and then, I don't know, maybe even put a bit of glue there, because I'm never going to undo it again. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. So if you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.